Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Awesomenauts with yours truly, SlowWolf. We're going to try playing some Lonestar today to see what we can do. Last episode we ended up playing Frog and kind of checking out how Frog plays and everything. This time we're going to try to see what a beginner Lonestar looks like. And that means that we're going to be using only the left side of the loadout screen to try to create the items that we need. Now after you level them up, level up any character to a certain point, you have access to all of the abilities, but that's an episode for another time. I really just want to make sure that there are some episodes out there for people who are brand new to a character and have no idea what's good in the first 3 items. Now, by the end of a game, you're guaranteed to pick up, if it's very late, it's a long game, you're guaranteed to pick up all the items that you have. You're going to be with that build, end of story. However, for newer players, it might be a good idea to go over exactly what items are worthwhile on those rows and then sticking with those. And what are the choices? Why would you make the choices that we're about to make here today? So depending who we're up against, this could be a pretty standard way to build, or this might be a little bit different, depending. We're up against a Vinny and Spike, a Clunk, and a Genji. Okay, so that's a team that wants to be up close and in your face, specifically because of the Clunk. And if you can keep the Clunk away, you're gonna have a much better time. And at least a couple of them are queuing together. So we'll see how it turns out. I think for our first item, there's a couple of different ways we can go about doing this. You know what? Let's go Rocket Boots. So I'm going Rocket Boots here because Rocket Boots increase your movement speed by 5%. They also give you a third jump. Lonestar's third jump is huge, absolutely huge. But then on having a triple jump is bananas in a game where vertical mobility is almost everything. The downside here. Okay, we're gonna just keep that put out the bull there to just try to keep my team safe a little bit. But having access to the boots not only gives us a triple jump, which is absolutely huge and massive, but giving us the 5% movement speed increase in this case specifically means that we can maybe stay away from the Clunk a little bit better. Which would be helpful to say the least. Now, I know some of the players on the other team, Nicky Cool, is by no means a slouch, so keep that in mind. However, movement speed is the best. We managed to get a kill there, that's pretty sweet. Put out the bull to make sure that we're not being followed, and then just run. Pick up the HP from these creeps, and then keep going. But yeah, getting that kill there was important, because otherwise we would have gotten killed for nothing, and that's bad. Ooh, we might have an opportunity here. Go, 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 go. Yes, we've done it. So what I just did there is a pretty advanced technique called worm denying. The idea is that you just tap the button there when there's droids underneath it. The droids will die. And then as a result of the droids dying, they drop coinage. If you only tap the button, then the droids dying drops the coinage on the ground, which means you can pick it up. And so long as you don't get tossed underneath the worm as well, then you're usually okay. Oh god. Okay, you stay away from my team. You horribly, ugly, ugly people. That's not going to do anything, unfortunately. We did not get cocooned. That was good. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Lonestar is a very strong knot. He is a powerful brawler as well as an extremely good pusher. And if you know how to aim his dynamite, he can do some really sick long-range kind of explosion damage type of kills. It's not easy because you need to push and hold the button to do it a lot of the time, but it does happen. And with a little bit of practice, you can aim his dynamite a lot. Now, despite the fact that Lonestar is actually a really high-leveled Awesomenaut for me, considering I play so many different Awesomenauts on a regular basis, I actually am not very good at landing his dynamite. Oh, okay, we know a Clunk's coming. Just run, just run, just run. That was me looking at my mini-map. Very important to do that. Just always look at your mini-map and then use whatever you have at your disposal to get out of the way of a Clunk. That's looking to jump down on you. If Clunk wants to jump down on you, just run. Run, keep them away using Bull or something like that. But Clunk is a big scary customer. There's a couple of characters like that. Penny can be a little bit scary like that if she goes for Pulse first. You want to be careful of Durple, you want to be careful of Scoldier. There's so many people you just need to keep track of your mini-map. Oh, dip down. Do not let that explosion hit you. That's a lot of damage that you can avoid if you just don't get hit by that. Now, we have a decent amount of money right now. We should go back, but with our team currently having gone back as much as I'm not comfortable going on underneath the worm right now. Okay, that's the thing that exists. Put out the bull. Hopefully survive. Did not survive there. That was a really good cocoon by the Genji. There wasn't much we could do about that. However, we can avoid that in the future by picking up Baby Curry Mammoth. But since, you know, we're working with a new player build that does not have access to Baby Curry Mammoth yet, we're going to avoid picking it up for, like, just forever, as far as this game is concerned. But in this particular case, if you've unlocked enough upgrades on Lonestar, this would be a good upgrade to get. With that said, where are we at now? Well, I think that going for dynamite damage is probably really good. I also want to increase the size of the dynamite blast right now, because increasing the size of the dynamite blast means that we get to more often hit with the dynamite. And for a lot of people that are brand new to the game, that might be more important than doing more damage. Like, if you miss with your dynamite, it does no damage, right? That just makes sense. But if you end up hitting with your dynamite, even if it's for less damage than you would have normally been able to do damage with, like, that's just a good idea. It's important to keep that in mind, that if you can't hit with something, it's more important that you start hitting with it than anything else. Okay, that's potentially bad. But nothing bad happened out of that cocoon, so we're going to be able to let go. Why aren't you getting the solar? There's so much of it. It's 20 bajillion solar right down there. It's not actually 20 bajillion. Downside, our team is currently in a shitty spot. Back off. Okay, we're alive. That's important. We did not kill the Genji. Also important, but sad. Mostly. Okay. Got a little bit of push going on there. Managed to keep stuff off the base. Continuously left click. Start poking away at this stuff. Get out of my face, you guys. I don't like you right now, so... Okay, it's gonna miss entirely. That's fine. Just be careful. Just be very, very careful. Put out the dynamite. Clear out the wave. That's one thing that dynamite's very good for. What? That Clunk's alive? That Clunk is alive. I'm actually very impressed. That man's a lucky dude. Okay, let's go ahead and push this while we can. That worm should have killed him. Like, that tickled his big robotic butt. Okay, careful, careful, careful. Put up the dynamite sticks. Oh, we landed one of them, but it wasn't enough damage. Okay, that's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Don't even worry your little head about it. Oh, good damage. Good, very good damage. Our Ayla got the kill. Hopefully, Ayla survived. Ayla did survive. What a time to be alive. That was important. That was very good. So, with Lonestar, it's worth keeping in mind that despite the fact that dynamite looks like it doesn't do very much damage, if all 3 sticks hit, that is a lot of damage. And it's on a relatively short cooldown, so it's worth keeping in mind that dynamite damage is a necessary upgrade no matter how leveled up your Lonestar is. Which is why we now have both ranks of it. Honestly, it's just very good for lane clear. It's good for dealing, like, brawling with people and dealing damage. It's just, in general, it's necessary. But you are going to want, like, some others. Oh my god, look at that Genji. He's almost done. Almost done. Put this out there. Nice stuff indeed. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Rocco wants to push. That's fine. I don't mind. Whoa, okay, the Genji just ate everything, missed his cocoon, which is a really bad thing to do. Like, don't miss with cocoon ever if you can manage to avoid that problem, because missing with cocoon is usually tantamount to, like, suicide. Oh god, leave my Ayla alone, please, thank you. It's important to support your teammates whenever you can, but it's also important to keep in mind that your dynamite, being a massive deterrent that it is, like... 2, 3, there we go. Being the massive deterrent that it is. Oh, please. That was a bad bull. That was a very bad bull. Pushing the lane towards their side of things is scary and awful. Don't do what I just did. However, putting out some extra damage on their turret is a pretty sweet deal. Okay, back off, back off. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Like, you can't not know what's coming. Holy shit. Run. Just run. You might die. You're not gonna die. What a bad engagement. Dash and explode at the same time. That was brutal. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna pick up the Super Breed Bull upgrade right now, and the reason why is because Super Breed means that our bull is gonna, like, first off, be huge. Second, the super huge bull means that we can push people kind of all over the place. Oh, okay, that completely whiffed. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Please, get away. Shoot. The Super Breed Bull is effectively our anti-Clunk, I'm hoping, and so long as we play it properly, it should do a decent amount of work for us. Good damage on the Clunk, but he's got access to some damage reduction upgrades, so we're going to have to be very careful about how we engage on that man, because his ability to kind of tank out our damage is high right now. Very, very high. Oh, that looked like that was gonna hit so many ways. Uh-oh. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, bad, bad. I didn't die. Luckily, honestly. Oh, you on the other hand, Genji, are gonna take some shots to the face. Not enough to get you killed, but some, for sure. Okay, put out some dynamites. It's gonna hit. Oh, the cocoon's gonna miss, though. Just playing it very safe around that bush area. Like, the bush area here is just... It's very, very important to make sure that you're careful around there. Especially if they've got a Clunk and a Genji that can set up Cocoon and to explode. It's brutal. Like, Genji's ability to kind of just remove CC from somebody and deal with them that way is brutal. So, you know what? Nah, nobody gets that. Nobody gets that either. And I'm gonna sneak it in. Yeah, there we go, there we go. A little risky, but since there was no one above on the minimap that I could see, I figured it was more or less safe. Whoa, okay, we landed at least one dynamite stick that way. That was nice. I kind of want to land more, to be honest with you, though. Like, this might be one of those games where going for a bouncy dynamite would be really good early on. Just that way, again, I can just land it more often. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I want to land more damage more often. Let's do this thing right away. It's not even an expensive upgrade. It's only like 125 or so. Should help us to do just that little bit more damage because they'll have a harder time avoiding the things. But as you level up your Lonestar, you'll realize you don't need both Mr. Boom and the rubber dynamite sleeves. Like, one is enough most of the time. However, yeah, okay, that's fine. Don't mind me. I'll put out some dynamite sticks. Hopefully they'll hit something. If they don't, that's fine. Boink, boink, boink. That did nothing. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but oof. I did not see you there. Hello, Neki. How's it going? Wow! Got him, sort of. The bouncy dynamite. Hello. You stinky Neki. Cool. Go back to the drop pod. You're not ugly, though. You're a beautiful person. Okay, put out some dynamites that bounce. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to do a decent amount of damage from a distance and on a low enough cooldown that we got them back all over again already, which is... Oh, no, you fuck right off. You go away now. That's not going to do a goddamn thing? Okay, that's fine. That's not going to do a goddamn thing. I know in that hotline bling, it's not going to do a goddamn thing. Okay, this is bad, so put out the bull just in case. Put out a reasonable dynamite onto Neki, who's now low, but they could easily come from behind. So I'm just going to back off, play it safe for now, put out some dynamite whenever it's, like, nice. Oh, that's 400 damage on the Vinny for free, pretty much. Oh, God. Well, we're toast. Oh, God. Nope. Apparently we're not toast. We even did a bunch of extra damage. Okay, we got the kill. Ayla is on point with those evil eyes, and I'm pleased about it. Put out some dynamites. Maybe it'll hit somebody. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Who cares? Just take it easy. Don't die. Is the main thing. Continue to do the tiny amounts of turret damage you're doing. Eventually, it gets a lot better. Now, how am I feeling about this? Put out some dynamites. I got cocooned, which is bad, but not impossible to deal with. Because there's no clunk, so I'm not totally afraid of that. Like, Vinny is, like, scary. Don't get it twisted. Vinny's a very frightening customer to be stuck with. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Back off. No! I couldn't save him. He was pushing against the bull somehow and survived and could push against it without dying. That feels a little shitty, I'm not gonna lie to you. That bull usually pushes me halfway across the goddamn world, and for some strange reason when other people get bulled, it doesn't do a damn thing. It's like the hotline bling line from earlier, honestly. Okay, boom, knock that off. Get rid of it. So what's next on my list? I need to increase my clear speed. Like right now I'm not killing droid waves fast enough. So what I'm gonna do... Oh god, nope. Okay, I got hit for a 1,000 damage pretty much. We need to head on home. The fact that I survived that is pure luck. I'm actually gonna go missile. Now, I would be the first person to tell you that once your Lonestar is leveled up, missile's just bad. Don't do it. However, in this particular case, I think that missile has its place. And the reason why it has its place is because it hits in an area. It does like a weird like mini stun type of thing. I think it used to anyway. But more importantly than that, it's another little bit of burst damage. You know, it's like 100 extra burst damage, which is not insignificant. Okay, put out whatever damage you can. 1, 2, You're not going to chase a goddamn thing, are you? No, he went to the left. Okay, well, that's a dead Ayla, unfortunately. But okay, we're still clearing things. We're still killing off droids. We are still farming, pushing, that kind of stuff. Like that, and that's like the main job Lonestar's got. Can you farm and can you push? In our case, the answer is yes. We have access to a lot of different tools to make that one happen. So, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's fine. I'm willing to give that to the Ayla. I really don't like this Genji Clunk combo. Like, this is just really good. It's really, really scary. Does a ton of damage. It's not too difficult to pull off either with a little bit of coordination. Boing, boing, boing. That hit almost nothing, but almost nothing is still not entirely nothing, so I'll take it. Boink! Oh! Gotcha! The blaster! From so far downtown! Like, that dynamite was perfectly timed, so I'm unsurprised that I did damage. I am a little surprised I got a kill, but I'm always a little surprised I get a kill, so I'm not going to worry about too much. Oh, did both of those dynamites hit as well? Put out this bull and watch what happens to this turret as it takes a ton of damage. Like, look at this thing go down! We just got rid of 2 turrets in, like, no time at all. That's huge. We should back off, though. Like, this would be the time to call it, like, get a little bit of chip damage and then back off. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Rocco, back off. Back off, Rocco. Rocco. Let's go, bud. Let's go. I realize you're trying to do a bunch of extra damage, and that's lovely, but, like, you know, we gotta keep it safe, keep it copacetic. At 350 solar, there are a couple different things. At this stage, though, I think that going for 1 rank in pills is pretty tantamount to, like, the most important thing we can do. And the reason why is because, like, we're up against a lot of burst. Vinny and Spike has a dash that does a ton of damage, and he went full damage for it. Clunk has an explode that does 1,000 damage, as we've mentioned before, so, you know, you gotta keep that under advisement, as it were. And if you don't, you're gonna have a really bad time. Put out the dynamites. It's not gonna do a goddamn thing. But you wanna know what might? Is the fact that we also have an explosion on our bull as well. So now our bull does its own damage, which is great. Like, that's not baseline. As a rule of thumb, if an ability can do extra damage, oh my god, he's so low. If an ability can be teched to deal extra damage, do it. Like, just absolutely 100% do it. Because if an ability does no damage and suddenly does do damage, it's an infinite damage increase, sort of. From a percentile perspective, you know what I mean. We are still doing, dude, your lag are insane. I mean, like, it happens, I guess, but put out some dynamites here, do some damage. Okay, it is time. It is, holy shit, the time to, like, freaking blow up our faces, apparently. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. We've pushed hard enough. I got the abilities out that I need to, but, like, right now, we are potentially in, you know, get fucked mode, which is bad. What do I mean by that? Oh, God. Get fucked mode is when you're in a situation where there's no way out, which is exactly what happened with the Rocco there. He played way too aggressive and got killed for it. Paid for it with his life, and that's going to cost us a decent amount of ground as well. That's called a staggered death. We can't afford to have staggered deaths like that. That's a really bad idea. It is always safer when you are, like, at a detriment to play it safe and, like, do not get caught. Like, just don't get caught. If you get caught and killed, then your team continues to be at a disadvantage for even longer. And every death gets up to a point where it's like every death is 30 seconds, right? So you really need to be very, very safe about that kind of thing. So dynamites there aren't going to do very much. That's fine, honestly. We're going to put out a bull here to just push out the lane a tiny bit. Make sure that it's not directly underneath the worm. That way I can go here safely, knock out the wave very quickly, and then get back to pushing onto their side of the map, which is where we want to be. Like, we don't want to be in the middle. We want to be chipping away at their turrets. We want to be chipping away at their turrets, not the other way around, not even giving them the chance to do that. Oh, God. Well, that thankfully missed. And so did all that. Oh, come on. That's the stuff. Okay, so Rocco is doing exactly what he needs to do right now. He's got lots of damage, and he's making it happen. Very pleased about that. Put out this bull. Start pushing this down as much as possible. Don't get it twisted, though. Like, you still need to play very safe right now, because if you get too close to this thing, he'll bite you, and if he bites you, you're going to have a very bad time. So, he's low, and Ale is dead, but this turret is done. Like, we got it, it's over. But they're all back now. Like, now would be the time to run. The time to run as fast as possible. So we've got a lot of solar, like a ton. It would be very beneficial for us to start going into damage and attack speed. So we're going to do exactly that. We're going to go for both ranks of damage first, or do I want to go for one rank of damage and then go into a little bit more survivability? I think in this case survivability is pretty cool. And I don't have enough for either of these other upgrades quite yet. So I'm going to back off, grab a little bit of extra solar. Now, normally waiting like this is not ideal, but in this case, I really did want the cooldown reduction for my bull. So now I have access to more bulls, which hopefully means that we can push a little bit harder. Now, with that said, the other team is currently in an advantageous position. They're able to push forward. We have a staggered death right now. Rocco got pushed, went a little forward and ended up dying as a result. We now have to play very safe. Ayla's gonna die now. Okay, that's really bad. Really, really bad. My team's playing not very intelligently right now. We can still lose this very, very hard. Play it safe. Play it safe. Stay back. Don't get caught out by anybody if you don't have to. And aim your dynamite arcs as well. Like that's important. No, that's an important part of Lonestar. Is just, can you? Oh god, I'm toasted. Yeah, absolutely 100% toasted. That is my fault. Really good cocoon by the Genji. But there's a chance my team can keep this together if they play safe. Play safe until I get back. Despite having pills, like there's just not enough to keep us alive. They have so much burst. So Neki Cool has died, which is huge. Now we can attack. Like now that they are staggered the other way, now like I want to go for the core. Like just go bananas deep on this one. And for a beginner build, this for beginning loadout, like this is not the worst thing possible. Like there's a lot that could go horribly wrong, and this is not the worst they could possibly do. The arrows are so not legit. I disagree. I've seen some pretty legit arrows this game. Okay. Put this out, start doing some other stuff. Here's the deal. We are now behind in terms of experience, but we're still numerically the same level. Great. Now, here's the trick. How do we turn this into a straight-up win? We turn it into a straight-up win by baiting out attacks, knocking away the Clunk if he tries to get too close, and picking off Genji. Genji in particular here is really, really tough to deal with, and we need to be very safe about him. Very, very safe indeed. This is gonna be a little woohoo. Hello, Genji. How's it going, you stinky, stinky Genji? Okay, reasonably placed bull. Hopefully should keep people away. We lost an Ayla. Okay, fine. Play it safe. Play it safe. Watch what happens when we play it safe. Like, we're not gonna get caught today. That's not happening. I will not let me get caught. So, what do I need now? Like, I need damage, first and foremost, right? So, more attack speed would be great for DPS, rather than burst damage. So I'm going to go ahead and get the attack speed necessary. The attack speed here is good because if we get access to their core, we will push the shit out of it. Like, absolutely 100% murder the entire building in no time at all with the damage that we've got going on. Which is great. That's exactly what we need. The trick is that it slows us down drastically while we're shooting. Because ranged characters, typically speaking, while they're shooting, slow down a lot. And, like, that's kind of their downside for being a ranged character. You know, like, melee characters don't really tend to slow down whenever they're attacking, so that way they can chase a bit better and be those kinds of characters. But being a ranged blaster type of character with Lonestar here is super, 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 super important to make sure that you're landing every one of your shots. And if you have attack speed, you're going to be a little bit slowed down. So, oh god. Team went in deep and got themselves killed, unfortunately. I cannot afford to die here. If I die, it's game over. So, back off. Toss out the long-range dynamites. Do as much as you can on that front. But, like, as it stands right now, this turret's maybe boned. Go away. Monkey King's doing a lot of work, but, yeah, that's the end of that one. Back off for now. You didn't die. Your turret went down, but you didn't die. That's the important thing here, you know? You might be having a bad day, and it might be very tempting to put on a sad song just to turn it around, but, like, this is the time, and this is the way that, like, games are made good, you know? This is how we do Awesomenauts, is in games like these. Landed a bit of damage there, but it's not enough. Like, they're backing off, they're playing very safe, getting heals whenever necessary, which is great. Ooh, good Dynamite, good Dynamite, good Dynamite. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so Ayla's died. Which probably means that we're in a shitty spot. And that we're going to have a very difficult time with what they're doing right now. Okay. What? Okay, now it's... You know what? You're allowed to complain about lag, Nicky? Then fine. So am I. Put out the dynamite as much as you can. It did a decent amount of damage, but like... They're just... Oh my god. They are constantly assaulting this core with as much as they've got going on. Oh, that was good burst! It was good burst, but we don't have an Ayla to follow up! We need to follow up too. Like, this is the time to go as deep as possible. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Now's the time to get stupid aggressive. And I mean stupid aggressive. Ah, he's gonna pick up all that HP. That feels bad. Like, gotta be careful here. Oh, we can come in from behind this clunk, maybe? Nah, he's not gonna let us. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Hi. This is bad. Oh, we did it. The cocoon has missed. Okay, good. He missed his explode. Now we have to go. Like hard as possible. Put out the dynamite, then back off. That's good. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. We don't have any real form of regen right now, so we need to be super... Oh my god, Ayla, why? Ayla, why? That's not good form, buddy. Okay, well, our core isn't next to nothing, and they could easily just push into our core right now. We need to be very careful not to let them near our base. If they get near our base, they'll sneeze on it and then it'll die. Which is not good, naturally. Back off! Get your own sandwich! Whoop, boink, 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 boink. Get him! Get... No, I'm dead. I'm very dead, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, well, that's game. We tried, honestly. But I'm gonna go ahead and blame this on my teammates. I'm gonna go ahead and blame this one on my teammate. Ayla had a hard time, admittedly, but, like, you can't go 4-11 and expect me not to be a little bit mad at you. We did okay. We ended up doing 10,000 turret damage, and that's kind of our job as a pusher. We also helped out in a lot of the fights. Our experience was high, which meant that we contributed quite a lot. Our solar was high, which meant that we were doing what we needed to do to get farm. We had 102 droid kills, which meant that we were actually clearing waves. And our kill score, although not very good, was about as good as could be expected for a beginner loadout. But, like... That's Lonestar in a nutshell, honestly. And had our teammate been a little bit stronger, then we would have been okay. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know with the like button down below. I will see you guys in the next video.